So Sam, what seems to be the problem?
Some days everything just looks cold, but I know it's not cold, you know what I mean? For no reason whatsoever. It just switches and goes completely orange.
I know exactly what's going on with you. Your white balance is off. Okay, let's get cracking, shall we? So some of your video clips are just looking a little bit off. They're either a really cool blue or a warm, funky orange, and they just don't look natural. What is it and how do we fix it? What I'm referring to is white balance. Our eyes do an amazing job of recognising what colours are supposed to look what way in all different lighting setups. But for our camera, it's a little bit more tricky. So we have to take control and tell the camera sometimes on what is true white or what colours are supposed to be what. So there is auto settings in camera like shade, sunlight and fluorescent. They are great for a quick fix if you're just run and gun shooting around, but I would avoid the full auto settings because if you're filming and you quickly shift the camera, the colours will actually shift to suit them lighting conditions, and shooting video, that is a big no-no. Nothing screams amateur more than white balance changing mid-shot. So what is white balance? To understand this, we need to understand light and how we measure specific temperatures of different light sources. And we measure this in a scale called the Kelvin scale. And to keep it simple, we'll start with a light source everybody knows, and that's the sun. So specifically the sun at high noon, when it's at its highest point in the sky. And this is what we call normal light. And this is measured at around 5,600 Kelvin. And your typical household lamp bulb is around 3,200 Kelvin. And then any shady conditions that are not in direct sunlight can range from about 6,500 to about 7,000 Kelvin. So how do we set the white balance? So depending on what lighting conditions we're in, so say we're in high noon daylight, we know the sun is going to be around 5,600 Kelvin, so we'll just dial in our manual settings to that and we should be good to go. So there is a little trick we can use to let the camera do the hard work for us. We can get anything sort of white, like this t-shirt or anything grey, hold it up in front of the camera, covering most of the screen, and hit the manual, hit the custom white balance setting, and this should do all the hard work for us. However, sometimes you don't always want to go with the lighting temperature. Let's say for instance you're shooting at home with a lamp on. We know that that light is orange, so to go with that light source and make that white, our image is going to look way off. You might want to just dial it back and sort of customize these settings to make it look more natural. So with that being said, with all film and video, all of these settings are all customizable and it's all a personal choice. Because if you've got a scene where you want it a little bit warmer or you want it a little bit cooler, just to suit your stylistic choice, it's okay. Play around with it, see what you get. There is no real or right way to shoot things. It's all a stylistic choice. Do err on the side of caution because it's easier to colour grade something to the way you want it to look as a stylistic choice, but it's way harder to fix something that was messed up in the shooting process. So that's it for this week. Hopefully you got something from this. Any questions, leave them in the comments below and I will do my best to answer them. Thanks. Have a good week. Bye.